How would the painting go?
It went okay. It's about 2/3 done for the ceiling, and then the walls will be probably Monday.
Nice. So I am going to quit out of this race here, and then we will get started in about 15 seconds. All right, hello folks. I don't know if anybody's in here yet. Probably not, but we're doing a Crosskeys. This is week 7 of the Swiss rounds. Mikenekopi versus Slumberjack. Both of these players are at 2 and 4 at the moment. Oh, that's a bow. Pie's starting a little late, so we will pause for a second here. There we go. I am.
And today I learned how to pronounce his name.
Is that how did you pronounce it?
You know what? I honestly always gave up and just said pie.
That's fair. All right, Pie's starting with his usual cool hand. Finding Ganon at the escape, so that's nice. May not have to worry about doing GT or Agate Tower this seed.
That would be good. It's always a good Crosskeys match when you don't have to do either one of those.
Also, in case I didn't say, joined by Pool Float today on comms. Also, feel free to call out if I miss any items on the tracker, because I am tracking myself here again. Small key to pod. Nice. We like those.
Can't believe it took this long for a small key to pod to show up.
Alright, we got Sanctuary in Kakariko, which is quite... Oh, speaking of pod.
And there we go.
So, Slumberjack unfortunately did not grab that key. So can't go to the back here, but we do have an early bow, so we can just do the bow locked side immediately. I'm quite a bit quieter than Pool, you say. Well, I don't know that I... How is my voice? Is Pool just too loud? Or am I too soft?
It is possible that I just might be too loud.
Maybe turn Pool down a tad? We can do that. I'll just drop him by like 10%.
I do have a tendency to be quite loud when I'm talking into mics. Well, let's see if this really early pod actually turns into anything for Slumberjack.
I did not catch what was on the race game there. It's like just a map and 20 bucks on the right side, so not a whole lot. Pie picking up an ether here. What are the runners' records? These runners are both 2 and 4, so they are unfortunately eliminated from bracket contention, but, you know, we still like playing Crosskeys, so might as well finish it out.
And this way you can have some fun, take a few more risks, and maybe even possibly learn a new route that you end up liking better.
Yeah.
Oh, there's our first connector in CAC. Let's see how many more we find.
We find Eastern, too. Lumberjack, not interested. Pie gonna go for it. I like going into Eastern early, personally.
I mean, you have guaranteed access to
three items.
Three items that are in Logic. So, I mean, why not?
That's what I'm saying.
That's a really nice find.
What did Pie pick up there?
That was Flippers. So luckily he already did his Houlihan. And suddenly Easton is a really good idea now with Pie picking up a sword.
A nice choice for a dip here.
So now we're going to get 4 checks because with a sword, there's no way you're skipping on the dark rooms of Eastern.
Right. It's very easy to get that chest now. Yes, Eastern Skipper. Man, you find Eastern this early in Crosskeys, I think you got to do it. It's Sphere 0. I know people like to wait until they get the big key sometimes, but man, and a shovel.
And we saw an absolute nope cave over on Slumberjack's side.
An embarrassment of riches here.
Yep, we're going to see the 4th check. See, I also like doing this where, like, it's out of logic, but not only will almost no player actually skip this, but at the same time, if you find a really nice item here, it gives you a good idea of what logic could actually be intending out of the seed, and that can really come in handy with Crosskeys.
Slumberjack finding Thieves Town as well, so Kakariko is flush with dungeons.
That means there's somehow going to still be a Turtle Rock in here we haven't found.
So, very, very nice for them that Sanctuary happens to be at the Magic Bat drop down, so super easy to get back to Kakariko. Pie deciding to play the safe route here. With 3 hearts, doing the D-boost can be a little hairy if you don't get it exactly right.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, what's he? Did he find a key we missed?
I think he just forgot he didn't have the big key.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think he was trying to save the magic, but he only had a quarter meter, and he has nothing he can do with it yet. Oh, ether's of no practical use yet, so
right.
Just let the anti-fairies kill you and steal your magic.
100 rupee shield.
Was that Magic Bat or Fairy of Uselessness at the well?
I missed it. I was looking at Pie's screen. I suppose we'll find out shortly.
Yes. Ooh, we actually might not see a TR entrance here.
Nice bomb farm.
That's an acceptable trade-off to no TR.
Pie picking up another pod small. So that'll be nice once he gets to pod. Because he'll be able to go.
That should mean that
clear quite a lot.
SJ has at least one.
I Yes, you are correct.
Correct. Yeah, I just looked at his tracker. So that's about it so far. Half magic,
We'll take that.
bow, and a shield.
Ooh, Castle Tower.
I hate seeing those keys early in Crosskeys. I really
I don't
do.
mind it. I'd rather see them early than late. Because if you find, well, at least one, right? Because if you find Agate Tower early, you can just get both items and then not have to worry about it.
Good point.
Hopefully. We'll see what Pi finds going deeper into Pod here.
We're gonna see what's here in Lost Woods. It's vanilla.
Just $20. Probably not going to get that.
I'd be surprised if he did.
I don't think Zora's on our sites at any time soon, and we already bought the bottle vendor. Magic powder though. Okay.
That's
Well,
do we want to call that French-ish vanilla?
it's close, yeah. We'll see if the well was in fact Magic Bat if Slumberjack decides to go hop down there and do that now. Oh, there's your TR entrance.
There we go. There had to be one somewhere.
Saying no thank you, not interested in doing laser skips today. That's, I would go for it, but I guess I can understand if you're just not feeling it right now.
Yeah. I mean, personally, I'm terrible at it. And at least given that entrance is still running on older logic, it's not actually in
It's
logic
not,
for those
but
laser skips.
it can be nice. My last race had an early laser bridge, and it had hammer and hookshot on it. So
Yeah, if you're comfortable with it, it's definitely something worth doing. And, honestly, I can get it like usually 50% of the time. But given that we're on green mail, one miss is a death. So
we also find Lumberjack is vanilla and has a bug net, so don't think we're going to be worrying about Agate Tower. Pi deciding not to spend his keys and just bailing on Pod right now.
which is strange because
With
that's
two
some
keys,
logical
you can
check.
get to the back there. I would probably do that, but okay. Okay, so that was
Cave of
Magic Bat.
Disappointment.
So Magic Bat is
Okay.
that Sanctuary.
So then I believe that was in fact the useless
Useless
fairy at I believe he was in and out really quick, but then again this is just an automatic drop down, so
So that puts Cackwell at the Ganon drop down, I believe.
I do believe we've seen every other one, yes.
So,
which well, let's just
never-
hope that doesn't need any there's nothing important behind that.
Yeah, you never like to see that. It's Lumberjack picking up their second pod small.
That's right, we knew Uncle was there because that's where Pi got his first pod small at.
Yep, that's where he started out.
I'm wondering if, because I didn't catch it, if Thieves Town is where Half Magic came from.
It was one of these CAC entrances. I don't think it was Thieves Town, but Pi should be getting it shortly here.
Otherwise, they're pretty much on each other. Like every entrance is just. We haven't seen, other than the initial divergence at start, they're all like kind of meeting back, or they're both meeting back up right now.
Yep. Yeah, I mean it's hard to not go to Kakariko early, especially when you have the save and quit point. Alright, we got an early Mimic Cave, because of course.
Oh, and well, there's our hook shot.
And a Moon Pearl. Alright, so hook shot on the floating island. So we've got Pi has flippers. Slumberjack did not do the Eastern dip, so we'll probably, hopefully, we'll go back for that sooner rather than later, or find a big key to make it clearable and then just be able to knock
Yeah.
it out in one shot.
All right, Eastern area, come on. Let's see if you actually break the mold and have something useful.
Probably like
At
a
least,
disgusting connector that doesn't lead anywhere. Like Spiral Cave. Okay, well, we got
okay.
Spec Rock here. Okay, so
There's
there's
our
the half
half
magic. We got a cape. All right. I mean, take it.
Oh, looks like.
Just gonna
Oh,
go
okay.
for it.
Just gonna see the normal check.
I guess that's okay. It does make getting back to Eastern and the Flute 5 point kind of unlikely anytime soon.
Until this brings you out at Eastern.
Well. Oh,
Nah,
okay.
not quite.
That is a good one to make note of once we get the mirror. And Jarek in chat also bring up a very good point that Laser Bridge is now in logic with that cape.
True. And with the half magic, super easy.
Yes. I think we'll see Pi do Laser Bridge once he gets up there.
I'd be surprised if he didn't, because I know that was something he tried to teach me during the mentor tournament. It didn't go so well, but he's definitely a fan of laser skip when at all possible. Think we might get another shot to see what was on race game.
Race game was just a piece of heart, so not going to be going crazy looking for that anytime soon. Laser Bridge so far, just 40 bucks.
$40 and a dead pie.
Getting sniped there. I wonder if Slumberjack's going to go into Eastern now, heading back up to Kakariko. No, gonna take the fairy connector. Okay. Okay, so that's dark. I mean, that is good. We with the Moon Pearl, they can do quite a lot here now.
And that's better than our other connector from Eastern area coming through
Bumper Ledge.
Spec Middle, because this way at least it's much faster given the Sanctuary start point.
Nothing on Laser Bridge, so good skip for Slumberjack there.
Well, really coming in handy here. Special and Ice Rod Cave.
So what do these runners want to find next? Probably like a loot, maybe, or a mirror. Slumberjack wants to find a mirror.
Yeah.
And flippers. He doesn't have flippers, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knowing what we know, the mirror and flippers would be a really nice thing for Slumber. But otherwise, I think probably a glove or a connector to bring us up to the mountain.
Yes, that's true. A mountain connector would be very nice right now. Ooh, gotta reset the enemies here.
Always frustrating how that guard sees you from like 500 feet away.
He can snipe you from halfway across Hyrule. That guy just knows. Eye Finding Paradox.
Dang. 2 chances at a mountain connector. And of course, 7 items.
And Slumberjack also finding 2 chances at a mountain connector by hitting desert here. Big key to Swamp. Not one you're thrilled to see, but you'll take it.
Especially if you find it before you find Swamp.
Yes.
Then it's much less annoying.
Alright, looks like Slumberjack opting to not want to check these connectors at the moment. Makes sense, probably wants to finish up checking everything in Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, because there's only access to 2 more things, logically, without... well, 2 more... 3 more things.
Paradox, complete garbage.
Alright. Now, okay, well...
So, Pi does not have his Moon Pearl, unfortunately.
But now we know a really easy way, once Mirror shows up, to get that hook shot.
Yes, you'll be right there. Opting to do some bunny walking here. And then immediately not. The Moon Pearl was in, I believe it was Waterfall Cave, which was the Lake Hylia shop, if I remember correctly.
Correct,
So I
that's
should
where it
be
was.
getting there pretty soon.
Now, what I find strange, I'm pretty sure Pi checked the one-way connector before checking this one here.
It just didn't feel like bomb jumping. Okay, Meyer's pretty nice too. That's a pretty good Paradox cave. Oh, there's our flute. Okay.
There's our mountain.
That's also French vanilla. That is always nice to find early in Crosskeys.
Alright, found our money-making game, which since this is not any form of shop sanity, that really doesn't matter very much.
Alright, so we got a Pendant Skull Woods, Pendant Swamp.
And then Crystal, Mire, and Ice.
Crystal Mire and Crystal Ice.
And now we're going to see nothing but a compass at the chess game.
Oh, Pi unfortunately taking a death just at the end of Spiral Cave there.
One of the risks of bunny walking, but
Yep.
you know, given that it is in logic, although I don't know if actually dropping, I don't know, would dropping down and actually following through Spiral Cave be in logic?
It could be, I believe, yes.
Okay.
Do I have
I
these
thought it was
pendants?
as well, but I'm new enough to Crosskeys that some of the logic is still a little lost
Yeah.
on me.
That would be a real mean one, but I believe it is possible. Just to make sure, do I have these pendants labeled correctly? Because I'm colorblind, and Nemo Tracker makes it hard for me to tell what is green
Yes,
and
it
what is
was.
not.
Yes,
Okay.
it was Green Pendant Swamp.
Unfortunately, heading in the opposite direction he wants to be heading to get that Moon Pearl. I'm not a fan of this play either. I don't like going to Ice Rod Cave area when you don't have a glove. Because you're orphaning that check.
It's a bad habit that I have as well, and I need to try and break myself of that. So I can understand him doing it, but that's that's
He's got
personal bias.
so many other better, like, go over to Eastern area and do those entrances, because you can get all of them without...
exactly.
let's see if this C-shaped house pays off. No.
Not yet. Even if he finds Meyer, we're hookshot or boots away from being able to do anything in it.
Now he's gonna try a fake flipper here too. Well, he's gonna see the hook shot. At least. That was weird.
He'll see the hook shot as long as he doesn't do what I do occasionally
And completely forget
swim
about
out.
it. I forget about that all the time. It's a bad habit. Alright, let's see if this add a logic check does anything. Nope.
Not yet.
So it looks like Slumberjack check in these desert areas first before going up the mountain.
With an early flute, I do that as well. I'll flute to 6 and try to get it out of the way.
Yeah. I think with the flute, that's reasonable. I should be getting his Moon Pearl here now. Oh, why did he? He didn't need a fake flipper. That's why he forgot he had the flippers. I also forgot he had the flippers.
I've done that so many times. I was preparing to comment about how without that pearl he wasn't going to get water walk. And
Man, I wish I realized he didn't have flippers. I would have dunked on him more that he walked all the way down there to set up the fake flipper. I'll make a note to say something afterwards.
Well, at least on the plus side, he saw the hook shot. He's got his pearl.
Yep. Probably go up to eastern area here, get those entrances, and then do some Dark World checks.
Get the Luck Fairy check out of the way. Was not in there long enough, at least for me, to recognize what cave that might be.
And do Zora area, huh? This is another one where I'm not sure I like without having the money.
Unless he gets bailed out by like a 300 pack sitting up here somewhere.
Right. TR small, okay. Ooh, okay, well,
okay.
maybe that was the right call. So we got a hammer, that's nice. Still need a glove for regular Dark World access. But we do have a handful of good connectors.
I believe
Slumberjack still doesn't have that sword, I forgot.
Is this a new check? I don't believe Pie's been to Mini Moldorm yet.
No, this is new. Alright, we got a TR small. And another pod small. That's pretty much it. Nothing crazy there, although pod smalls are nice. So that gives Slumberjack 3 pod smalls.
Big key waiting for that mirror.
Yep. Pie finally getting his Ganon info. Finding another desert. So we did have mountain access even without that flute.
Okay.
Looks like Slumberjack's gonna go ahead and just check that third entrance now. Makes sense, because it's very easy to get back up the mountain. So I wonder if Pi will take this connector in Saha's hut, or if they will continue and check those last two entrances that Slumberjack did not check.
Hopefully we'll see them.
Although, to Slumberjack's credit, it's very easy with the flute now to get back there. Oh, nice. We had two mountain... That's very good for Pi, though, because if Pi finds that entrance, he can get over to east at the mountain with that hammer.
Okay, Old Man's start point is in the Dark World.
Pi thinking better of skipping this item for no reason.
Now I wonder if he'll do the bomb jump, since he does have a sword to help line up and see what this other.
Are you asking me if Pi is going to do a bomb jump? Because the answer is no. Pi hates bomb jumps with a passion.
There's always the chance he might decide this is the time.
Slumberjack having a bit of a think at what they want to do next.
I know I've been more likely to do that bomb jump lately since I've had a lot more luck getting the setup.
Yeah, I gotta learn it. I don't know how to do that bomb jump.
I guess it depends on whether or not you do your setups based on shadow or not.
Mm-hmm.
But using shadow, it's pretty simple. You just line up the edge of your sword, and it works no matter which sword it is. But you line it up with the left side of the hint tile, with like the leftmost pixel of the hint tile, and then you just have to go backwards until your shadow fully covers the overhang of the pit, and then it'll knock you across.
I'll have to give it a try at some point. All right, so we know TR is a crystal now, thanks to Pi. I think there was one other dungeon that we got info on there that I happened to miss, unfortunately.
Let me see. We have just the same 4 marked on.
Ice Palace. I forgot to mark Ice Palace. So yeah, Pi has the 5.
Okay.
Alright. Slumberjack getting there, extremely disappointing. Paradox Cave.
Ooh, missing the bomb.
Taking a death. But luckily, it's pretty easy to get back to Dark World.
Yeah, so far, the connectors aren't too mean.
Yeah, nothing's dumping them on right side desert or laser bridge entrance or anything useless. Slumberjack gonna get a couple extra checks here now in the mire area that Pi was not able to check before. Oh, this is new too. I don't think.
Thanks to the hammer.
Yeah. Got ourselves a big key to GT. Oh yeah.
And we're gonna know what Hera is at next map check.
Gonna play little arrows here. Oh, it makes sense. That
Crystal.
looks like a crystal. Did I mark that as the right one? Nope, I marked that as red. Alright, so Slumberjack gonna go through Spiral Cave here, so we'll get to see what this item was.
I was just going to ask if I had gone back there.
No, it was in the mire area, so it's pretty difficult for him to get back to. Slumberjack also get beaten up by this Moldorm. Rewarded with 3 bombs.
And Maybe a good connector?
Nope.
Nope. There
Well, that's
it
good.
is.
That's one you don't have to worry about ever going through again, which is nice.
Yes, because thankfully you can drop down to that in the light world.
All right, so
I
let's
think you can.
see. So Slumberjack needs to get to Eastern and over to Zor area afterwards. But we are going to get some more pod checks here.
Now we'll see whether or not this was luck on Pie's part for not visiting yet.
Yeah, I still don't get him not going farther in with the keys,
Yeah.
but
Maybe like the flippers, he just forgot he had the small keys already.
maybe.
It looks like we're going to skip the vanilla big key chest and pod and
I
allow
think
some
that's
further progression in the back.
the right play for now. I think you want to save one key if you can, just in case you'd never find another one. You still want to be able to beat Helmasaur.
Yeah, I think what I would have done, but again, grain of salt given my skill at Crosskeys, I probably instead of going, never
Sunlight, that
mind.
just puts all this stuff in logic.
I was going to say, instead of coming back up through that portal and climbing, take a death warp in order to be able to scum the keys if this leads to junk. But no, you're not going to scum a lamp.
And a hair big. All right. I mean, these are nice finds. Pie getting their flute. Probably.
So
happy
that
to
is
find
unfortunate for Pie, since he did find that dark connector that he turned around from.
Yeah. Hopefully he finds a couple more pod smalls soon to push him back here. Another big key to Thieves Town. Oh, okay. Well, we're very happy with that pod dip now. We can beat Thieves Town.
Oh yes, that's a beatable dungeon.
We don't know if it's a crystal or a pendant, but chances are pretty good it's a crystal, because we already have 2 of our pendants.
Yeah.
And
besides, even if it's a pendant, pendant thieves love to have important stuff in it.
Yeah, you are leaving the big chests if you do that, but I'm of the opinion that I don't care.
Yeah, I think the odds of it hurting you are are lower in Crosskeys because of the fact that every dungeon is a full shuffle, as opposed to in non-shuffle modes where that leaving an item behind out of only 4 total has a potential to hurt a whole lot more.
I do think I would still do some entrance checks that I have like easily available first, just on the off chance you happen to find a map or
Get a glove from rescuing the old man.
All right, well, Pie will be getting that shortly. Slumberjack does not have the hammer half of that yet, but might be getting... Well, no, because still doesn't have the flippers. But if they
we are now going to see what's up here.
Yeah, they could big flipper and splash delete to get that hammer, so that's also a possibility.
I haven't watched enough of their matches to know if they're comfortable with splash delete.
I would think
so. I'm pretty bad at it, I know. Alright, let's see where this leads to.
It's okay, I mean... notable.
Important for potentially important for later, but
Right.
nothing yet.
Pie's not going to find that anytime soon. Alright, looks like we are going to go to Thieves Town, though. Oh, no, we're checking more connectors. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I do think I would do some more entrance checking before going to Thieves Town yet. Because I would... If it gets to the point where I have no good entrances left, I'll go do Thieves Town, but until then,
Yeah.
I would try to hold off until I at least knew if it was a crystal or not. And that is a nifty connector.
And with the cape, we're going to get to see everything up here.
Ooh, the dam. Okay.
That is always good to find before you find swamp.
We're getting the eastern checks for Pie over here. And it's nothing.
Okay, well, good to see that the entrance to Eastern continues to be junk like it almost always is.
But Pie will be getting his glove here, so he'll have full Dark World access. Top of Hyrule Castle, pretty much nothing.
Now, the problem with Pi having this Dark World access so easily is it probably will cause him to take longer before he goes back to Pod for that lamp.
Oh, 100%. I mean, if he was ignoring Pod with 2 keys, he's going to ignore it when he has a million other things to check. Dead rocks, please.
You have a sword. Slash the dead rock.
I forget what this entrance was. Okay, that's back of Old Man. So let's see what we get for Slumberjack here. Gotta check these 2 eastern entrances. I do think Slumberjack is starting to run low on entrances at this point, so they're gonna be funneled into eastern Thieves Town or the Zora area pretty soon.
Yeah. Now, the lamp was the only thing we really found in Pod, right?
No, we got the Thieves Town big key and the Harrow big key as well.
Yes, that's right. So we got 2 big keys, and we got the lamp. Well, that's Pod 3 for Pi. Maybe that convinces him to go back.
Good news for Slumberjack doing Eastern here.
All right, so he's going to get those flippers. And he
Get
does
his
have
sword
the
finally.
rupee count that might send him to Zora.
Yeah, I think after you see flippers in here, you do your flipper checks. Probably going to be a little irked that they decided to not go in here 40 minutes ago.
Yes, especially. I mean, the flippers are one thing, but then the sword is like, just a little extra. Like, oh man, I really should have done that sooner.
Yeah.
But even with now a 43-minute sword, essentially, they have made a lot of progress. Jarek thinks Pi's picking up her bad habits from learning Crosskeys.
I mean, who did she learn the bad habits from?
Probably watching all of us. Although I don't know, maybe I haven't known Pi long enough, but I really don't think he needs our help to pick up bad habits.
No, he's got plenty of his own already. Just gonna spit Pie back out at desert.
I'm trying to think, what entrances does Pi have left before he's going to have to go back to Pod?
Well, he's got a bunch in the Dark World now, right? He can do all of Village of Outcasts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He can do Dark Shopping Mall with those flippers. He can do all of Pod area.
Light World, he's virtually out, but that's right. He does have easy access to Dark World.
Yep.
Looks like we are going to see the flipper checks.
Good. That's good for Slumberjack. They'll get their hammer very shortly here. Pie coming back to... See, this is why I like putting this off, because he's coming all the way up here for nothing. I mean, at least with the flute it's faster, but...
Yeah. It's a slightly less time loss.
Picking up another TR small.
Alright, we are going to get to see what's actually on Zora.
For Pie's sake, hopefully it's nothing exciting.
Coming back for those 10 arrows.
Just a heart container, so...
Okay.
Not that useful.
So if Pi ends up forgetting to go back to Zora, won't really be any worse off for it.
Yeah, it's pretty... I don't think Pie's going to go back to Zora at any point, really. In this seed, there's not much incentive to, unless things start getting really, really down to it.
Yeah, because short of, short of Mirror and Catfish, there's no quick way back there.
So, with this hammer now, Slumberjack has a lot of interesting choices. They could do some more Dark World checks, like go into Dark Shopping Mall. They also know about those desert connectors that bring you to Hera, though, so they could go to East Death Mountain. Which looks like that might be what they're doing.
That will get us definitely some new information.
I'm going for the pod play here.
If only he went for the actual pod play. King's Tomb relocated to a different part of the map.
Heart container.
So that's why it's a King's Tomb, holding the heart of the king.
Yes. They harvested his organs after he became a skeleton.
But it's not even the pyramid. This is my least favorite part of pod area. Checking the pod entrance without boots.
Yep.
I guess it wouldn't... It's not too bad with the ability, if you need to save and quit, flute to 5, and do it all over again, but...
Yeah. Getting a bunch of entrances on Slumberjack's side. Now we can check almost everything over here.
Okay. Let's get some spicy new info. That's not spicy, but it is new.
Fire. That is an annoying place for Mire, and we know it's a crystal, so we're gonna have to come back. That feels bad. I don't like this walking back. I'm pretty sure Pi has a connector to the Dark World that's faster than this.
Ooh, and we get a mirror on Slumberjack's side.
That'll
That's
be
a hook shot. All right, so that connector is absolutely dead now. We got fake Saha / broccoli.
Find the front of TR.
Okay, we got 3 merchants to check, and then we're gonna. I'm guessing we're gonna see where Dancing Lady. Maybe not.
Okay. Oh, well, there's where Dancing Lady goes.
Well, there's that answer.
This is a little unfortunate for Pi because he wants to be up top where that mirror is, not down here. Yeah. Oh, Pi, what are you doing? No, you go in. You just do it.
I would like to. I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt, and he's going to check this entrance and the other entrance, and then go back.
All right, Slumberjack
Maybe
deciding to steal the key and go to the back, which I don't think this is a good play, considering he can just get to the back.
Yep, and he realized that as he turns around.
Nope. Oh, he's still gonna go. He's still gonna do Dark Cross, but
yes, which makes sense. Having the mirror, instant teleport back. Now the question is, does he remember to not accidentally use that key?
I think at this point they've realized that they don't need to spend a key here. Pi deciding to take Super Bunny. I don't know about this. I would have done those Hyrule Castle checks.
I wonder if he's doing this because of the desert connectors and just figures he'll get this out of the way.
Maybe. Oh, I didn't know you could... Is that faster? Going up and down the stairs and then going across the blocks
pretty
like
marginal.
that?
Yeah, it's pretty marginal, but technically it's faster.
Alright, well, we got a GT small. See where the super... This is the other reason, like, Super Bunny Cave... Going through Super Bunny Cave is, like, a weird one, because there's a decent chance you're just going to stumble upon the other entrance at some point anyway.
Yeah.
Or in this case, you would have never stumbled upon it, so that's actually potentially really good. It's another shame that he doesn't have the mirror, but... I don't think there was anything on the floating island in the light world, at least.
Heart piece. So nothing major.
Oh, we got the swamp small here.
You don't want to see that on a pendant swamp.
And we got Bombos for the TR entrance.
And not only that, but once
we
get the hook shot, once we get the hook shot off of Hylia Island, that's a fully clearable pendant.
Yeah, and Slumberjack has hit the dam, so they'll... I don't know if they're going to find it right now, though, because they're not going to have this Dark World access at the moment.
True. And Pi finds the back of Skull Woods. With bombs.
Just bombs.
Now, I'll be curious to see if Slumberjack follows Super Bunny as well, or goes back and checks those Hyrule Castle entrances.
I think you check the Hyrule Castle entrances first, because you can go backwards through them.
Not only that, but given that he's got the mirror now, that's, get the hook shot and then immediate, super easy East Death Mountain access.
Yeah.
So I would definitely leave that behind.
But no, they're gonna go for it. There's the other thing to consider at this point is what connectors are we even looking for? And I think the answer at this point is nothing. We have access to Mire area, we have access to the top of Hyrule Castle, we have access to both sides of the mountain. At this point, a connector... We already have access to the top of Bumper Cave. So at this point, a connector is not going to hold all that much value anyway.
Except for TR Bridge. We don't have that yet.
Yes, potentially. But other than
Which
that...
admittedly is one connector, so
Yeah.
I could definitely understand not rushing to check connector strictly for that, but, you know.
So Slumberjack
I
picking
believe
up
that's the
there.
last area we can't access.
So this is actually great for Slumberjack now, because they are going to be able to... Well, they're going to know about Swamp, so they'll know that they can go... Well, they can check the first item. First, if they want to go into Hookless Swamp, they can check a couple items in there.
I think that was Quake?
Oops. Bombos for TR.
Oh, okay. I only saw one squiggly line.
It's like a dark shopping mall. Oh, and we have GT. So this is also going to be potentially bad for Pi, because Slumberjack will have their hook shot before coming here in all likelihood. Oh, a mushroom. And a GT small.
Mushroom, and we have seen Witch's Hut, so that, and having powder already can immediately, without risk, turn that in.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate there's no,
Is Pi gonna
well, it's out of logic, but
try bomb jumping here?
I'm a fan of bomb jumps, and I hate this one.
Yeah, I can't set this one up. And neither can Pi.
And now he's not going to be able to either.
So Lumberjack deciding only to check the first chest in Swamp, which surprises me a little bit. I would have at least gone to the second one, because it's just down the stairs.
I think it looks as if he just remembered where Hookshot is and is going to grab that first.
Oh, okay, that makes sense as well, yeah.
Because, I mean, if you're going to go into Green Pendant Swamp, you really
want to be able to do it all
ideally, you don't want to have to touch it again.
Pi finding the worst entrance.
Okay.
So I wonder if Slumberjack will go over to Dark Shopping Mall after this, or we'll just immediately back up the mountain to GT or to Swamp. I think I would just go Dark Shopping Mall here at this point. You're pretty close.
Yeah,
Which is
and
gonna
we haven't
be-
found any connectors to bring us over there, so it would make sense to get it out of the way.
And this is going to be great for them, because they got Hookshot. They'll be able to full clear the basement, except for the right side.
They don't have GT Big, so there's not going to be any temptation to climb.
Right. Which, I mean, it's not technically in logic with only the 2 small keys, but also...
Does it require all 4 to climb? I thought you could climb with 2.
I believe it requires all 4. I think the mini Helma chests might be 3, but the other ones are definitely 4.
Let's see. Do have the dungeon guide bookmark.
Key logic in Crosskeys is also slightly different than in the Vitor branch. Because Crosskeys still uses like version 29 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just curious to see. So that would be the mini Helmasaur room. Yeah, you do need you need 3 keys as far as pre-Moldorm. Post-Moldorm does require 4 smalls.
Okay. Mini Helma chests are only big key locked. Is that the case? Okay.
No, that is possible for V29.
Well, gross.
I'm just waiting for V32 when everything we've spent these years learning about key logic is going to go right out the window.
Exactly. Alright, Pi picking up their Swamp Small. Yeah, there's no small key doors on the climb, but my impression was that you could theoretically go down to the basement and spend a key on that middle door like a dingus, and then that could ruin you for climbing. Well, I guess it wouldn't matter for climbing. No, I guess now that I think about it, yeah, never mind. Either way, Slumberjack does not have
Yeah.
the big key, so they will not be climbing.
I don't think we've seen anything too special so far in GT.
Couple small keys. Oh, that's something
Oh,
special.
there you go. That is definitely something special.
Very nice. Fortunately, Pi is kind of falling farther and farther behind here the longer it takes them to get that mirror.
Hi, Bob. Bye, Bob. I think Pies is okay. Maybe just a slight adjustment to Slumbers.
Just gonna go a little bit less here. That'll be
Perfect.
Alright, let's see what we got behind Armos. 10 bombs. 3 bombs. And 3 more
3
bombs.
All right, Armos was guarding 16 bombs.
Armos plotting to blow up the tower. Oh, pod. Alright, finally going back into pod here.
Going to get his lamp. He's going to get his big keys. And then... Well, and actually, since he's visiting with the hammer, he actually does have the ability to save a key.
That's true. Does not have to go through the front.
So he currently has the equivalent of 4 keys. That's, that might get us, that would, that'll probably get us Hellway.
I think that's probably where I would spend it, yes. Alright, Slumberjack picking up the Turtle Rock big key on the top of spec.
And then, of course, Hellway's just going to be a small key to pod, because, you know, that's what it is.
That's usually how it works, yes. Slumberjack did not check Hope Room in GT, it looks like. Because I don't see a mushroom on their tracker, which is... I don't know if they forgot, or just opted not to do it.
Does seem a little strange. Well, looks like we're going to see the vanilla big key chest.
Okay.
Now, the only problem with doing it in this order does mean that that's going to be a long walk around unless he's going to burn that key on the front.
Ooh, Slumberjack finding the small key to Thieves Town behind the boots.
Ooh, okay.
That makes Thieves Town, even more enticing. We still don't know. Double checking to see if they have the map info. They do not.
Nope, not yet. I mean, at this point, I probably would prepare to go because it is another 4 items.
Yeah, it's full clearable now with the hammer and the small key, so it is tempting, and your odds are pretty good that it's a crystal.
I mean, Pod's been pretty good so far, so it could easily be a pendant. Although, I will probably have to stop making that joke soon enough since I am no longer a member of Always Sunny and Pendant Pod.
That's right, I heard there was some staff changes this year.
Correct. New team formed. Name still to be announced.
Ooh, exciting.
Partial spoiler from Jarek there.
Nothing is final. We have nothing to announce this time.
Let's just say I spent some time working with my emote artist today, and I cannot wait to see the logo that's going to come out of this.
All right, by picking up their lamp, probably like wondering why they didn't check this earlier. All right, so now that's 3. They have 3 small keys to GT.
And we know there's 1 in GT, so that's 4. It's not the 4. Well, no, it is the 4th.
So, climb time.
Yeah. I mean, he's got GT big and is holding 7 items in the well, so that's... Or
That's right.
5 items in the well. 5 items. I can
Yeah.
do math. So, it wouldn't be a terrible thing to do.
I wouldn't do it this early. I do think if I ever finds mirror and hookshot and heads back to GT, I think you probably do it while you're in there.
Yeah. Although, well, yeah, so that's... No, that's not even GT climb yet. I mean, it's partial. Because he still needs his mirror to get that hook shot.
Right, yes. So Pi needs to make his way up to Light East Death Mountain through the desert connector, which I don't think that he has checked yet. But Pi deciding to YOLO and do Thieves Town here without the small key. This is a little painful.
Yes, and I mean, if you look at progression items collected, he's currently behind, given that he's minus hookshot and mirror,
and boots,
and boots. But so far, I don't think he's truly been burned by that many of his gambles. So
not yet, but this is definitely not. Man, going through the back of Thieves Town without boots.
Yeah,
it's never a fun time.
And you don't even have the cape to make Hellway easier.
Okay, so Lumberjack finding Bombos here.
Oh, no, he has cape. No, wait, he has cape.
Yes, Pi does have cape. See, there it is. It was there the whole time.
Yeah, hey. You just couldn't see it. It was turned on.
What is this small key? Skullwood Small. That's our first Skullwood Small. I don't think either player went into Skullwoods upon being in the Dark World the first time, did they?
No, they've both been to Skull 3, but not the main dungeon.
Ooh, small key to Desert at the top of Thieves Town. That's an interesting one, too. Maybe that pulls Pi back into the desert, and he'll check that connector to get to the top of the mountain.
It's certainly a nice key to have.
We got a Quake on Mire. Finding Saha here.
Mirror / book locked.
Silvers. Red cane.
Ooh,
oh, boy.
Okay. Now that's something.
So now we can do a bunch in TR.
Yeah, I mean, with 2 smalls, you can do everything short of the fire outside, right?
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and swap music here for a little bit. I don't know what Slumberjack's playing here.
Time to find out. And it looks like we're also going to find out what is in fact in Thieves Town Big.
Yes. Was there... I missed if there was anything in the maiden cell.
20 rupees.
Okay. We'll switch back if lead changes. I feel like Slumberjack is definitely in the driver's seat at the moment.
Yeah. It's it's Crosskeys, so it's not
Oh
it's
yeah, all it
definitely
takes
not
is
set in
one
stone,
crappy
but yeah.
Eastern big key somewhere.
Yep. Exactly.
Nothing on blind. But it is a crystal.
It is a crystal.
We don't know if it's red or not, but we'll take it. You can't hear anything now? Oh, I know why. There we go. That should be good.
There's music.
I forgot to swap the output of Slumberjack's stream to my virtual audio cable. I wish my VLC settings did not reset every single time I closed VLC.
Are you using a portable build or an installed copy?
I'm using the portable build.
You should be able to tweak those manually if you go into the prefs, that prefs folder that it creates or
Yeah,
whatever.
I'll have to take a look.
Yeah.
All right, moment of truth here. Oh, I don't know how Pi is going to recover from not having that.
All right, so we're not going to see a mirror shield on Pi's side, most likely.
Very disappointing. Be curious to see what Slumberjack decides to do after this. Oh, this is Octopath Traveler, is what Slumberjack is using.
I thought this sounded somewhat familiar. Haven't played it myself, but
Nor have I, but I
Float sank quite a bit of time into it, so
have heard
got used
the
to hearing
NSU.
that blasting out of the Switch speakers.
Yep. A lot of people use this MSU, so I have heard quite a bit of it. Alright, Pi's in desert. Come on! Check the other connector.
Come on, you dingus! You got the key. Open the chest.
Yeah, has Pi not done any? Might not have done any of these yet. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. If he hasn't done any of it, then okay.
Swamp Big. Just hope they go through this connector here. I mean, if there is something back here, this could be good for Pi. I mean, okay, that's the first bottle we've
First
seen.
bottle. That could. I don't think we found Sick Kid yet, though, have we?
We have, yes. It was very early. I forget exactly where.
Okay.
All right, Pi is gonna check this connector. So this will be good news. Pi, they will get their mirror very shortly here, which should send everything in motion. Oh, we get some info here. Desert Palace and Thieves Town are our red crystals.
There's our answer. That was a red crystal.
Indeed. Desert Palace is our other red crystal. Oops. So, one of Pod or Eastern is our last pendant. We do not know which yet. Oh, another TR entrance. Alright, so with 2 small keys, Samaria. We don't have Fire Rod, so the Firelocked side is still off limits.
This is a good entrance to find though, because now you can do pretty much you can do 9 checks. You can't do Trinex and you can't do the Fireside, but coming in from this entrance, these 2 small keys will allow you to do pretty much everything else.
Yep.
Shattered that pokey.
That's the way to do it.
I need to remember that. I always just kill it the hard way.
Oh.
And there's the other way
Yikes.
to get Samaria.
Slumberjack did finish these. I just didn't mark it off because, you know.
Well, it does appear that Pi is immediately running for that hook shot.
Which makes a lot of sense. Pi's going to want to hopefully go back to GT with that hook shot. Kind of getting boxed in by the chain shops here. What we got? Hyrule Castle map. Love it.
All right.
This
The
is
second worst map.
This is a bit of a key burn here. I don't remember if Slumberjack found the front of TR. I know Pi did.
I don't believe they have.
I guess it doesn't really matter, though, because 2 keys is all you need in
Yeah.
Crosskeys for Turtle Rock. Alright, so Pi's got the hook shot now. Decided not to take it over back to GT, which is a little unfortunate.
But it looks like instead of mirroring back to TR left, so this pretty much confirms that they haven't found this entrance.
I forget where this was. Okay, Pi finds the big key to Skull Woods and Mimic Cave.
Now, the only problem with them finding TR left is I don't remember where it was.
I don't remember exactly where Laser Eyes was, but I mean, we found every TR entrance except for Big Chest at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is... Slumberjack's going to find the Mire entrance here. This is not going to be full clearable without the big key, but we can get 6 of 8 items in here, so you're probably going to want to go in. Especially given how much of a pain this is to get back to.
Yeah. And who knows? Might get lucky and find the big key in here.
Right? Wouldn't that be nice?
I mean, we're 1 small key away from logical left side access, but
yeah, nobody cares about that.
exactly. I mean, you can full clear Mire entering with 0 smalls if as long as you route it correctly.
Sure can. Alright, so what are we looking for both these players at this point? We need both rods still. We need some big keys. We need the Mire big. We need either the Pod or Eastern big. We don't know which yet. And we need Desert big. And then I think we're set on small keys.
I believe. Well, Pi's going to need, on the assumption of Pod being a crystal, he's going to need 1 more key because he did burn all of his.
Right.
Ice Palace, ideally you want to enter with a small key.
Yes.
And the big key just to make it a quicker clear, but you really don't need them. It's just
we're
you run the risk of it being a giant pain if you don't have those.
Yeah, Pi can get to GT in short order here, because if Pi's going to get their Cane and their Silvers, then things will be back to pretty even.
And then with the possibility, if Pi decides to climb GT, we may find something really nice in the well.
Right.
Pi is definitely catching up in checks and gear very quickly after picking up that mirror.
We still need dungeons too, actually, I don't think. We have not found Hera yet.
Correct. We haven't found Hera. We haven't found Ice.
No, we did find Ice. Ice was very early.
Okay.
I think it's just Hera at this point.
TR, Meyer.
Did we find Back at Desert?
No, Back at Desert is not shown up yet. Either that or they dipped out so quickly that... but if that happened, that would have been really early on, because now that it's slowed down in the checks, I definitely haven't seen it pop up.
Mirror Shield! There it is. Get your Mirror Shields in the chat.
Well, now we don't have to worry about laser skipping.
This is true. Slumberjack has not actually been back to Laser Bridge yet, I don't think. So, not that there's anything there. So it doesn't seem like much in Mire. Which is a little unfortunate to have to do that dip for nothing. I wonder where they go next.
Oh, and we do still need a sword at least. At least one sword.
This is true, yes.
You don't want to be the person that drops in on Ganon with a fighter sword.
So where do we go next here? Do we go into Ice? Because entrance-wise,
Cold Stare's going to be painful. Like, I personally hate Hammer Cold Stare. I would actually much rather do a slower fight of Master Sword Cold Stare, just because I'm so bad at figuring out the Hammer hitbox.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Pi finding the dam here, so... Yeah, there's also Swamp Palace. You know, we could do Swamp Palace. I would be more interested in doing a dungeon I know is a crystal first over Tended Swamp.
Maybe this may be an unpopular opinion, but I actually would sooner go to GT because, you know, it's going to get you, especially since Pi has the big key, that's going to be 32 checks, including the well.
For Pi, yes, Pi absolutely should be going to GT.
Yes.
Slumberjack has cleared the basement out, so GT's a less attractive option.
And I don't believe he's found the big key yet.
No.
No.
Which I don't remember where it was.
It was somewhat early. I think it was maybe around 30 minutes.
Yeah, Pi's had it for a while. So Slumberjack just clearing out entrances here. At this point, I think you have to pick a dungeon and go into it, whether it be Ice Palace or Swamp.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's that answer. There's the other side of the Spectra.
Or Skullwoods. Okay, we have not done this yet.
Trains to still... I mean, it is two... Well, Slumberjack has two small keys, but...
So, about to be very disappointed here, but we can do this. We can hop up to Crystal Roller as well. Slumberjack, you have Mirror Shield.
Yeah, I wouldn't be wasting that magic.
Just lasers. Yeah, okay. Pi gonna do his Zora check here, get that heart container.
Well, while we know it's not going to lead to much, at least he did wait on the check until also coming back for Catfish.
Yeah, at least, yeah, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, let's see what Crystal Roller's got. This is our last check in TR that we can do at this point. Small key to ice. Alright, that makes ice a little more enticing.
Enticing?
Nope, nope, nope.
Too late. Already did it.
I don't have channel points yet, so I can't make you pay anything, but...
But you should have them soon.
Soon, hopefully. Just gotta wait for the metrics to update.
Wake up to that lovely email from Twitch where you're invited to give them half of your revenue.
Yes. Alright, let's see where Pie's going here. Into the Dark World. I forget what was... I mean, this could be the GT play now, because I think he's checked all the entrances over here, and I don't remember there being anything worth coming back to. So this looks like GT. Which is good. Pie will get his boots, and might climb. Man, Fighter Sword climb is kind of butt, but...
It's not as bad because half magic, bombos, and silvers. So he can kill everything really quick.
Yeah.
Well, if it's bombos, it's not quick, but it's easy.
Alright, let's see what we got Skullwoods. This is going to feel a little bad if there's something big here, because this has been available for quite a long time.
Yeah, and neither player has visited because, you know, it's Pendant Skull.
Easttown map. Don't need it. Do we have the nice layout? Nope. Choose your drop down.
Choose your save and quit.
Unfortunately, I don't even have the fire rod, which is unfortunate. Wants that extra key? Sure, yes.
Well,
Right,
I mean,
so
if you have to burn a key here, you might as well just get it over with.
Pie picking up that fourth pod small, so we'll have completable pod. Castle Tower key. I like it.
That's both Castle Tower keys.
GT. Alright, well that's
I
all
believe
four
that's
now.
The
Between
yeah,
the two
yeah,
of them.
the last
Slumberjack
one.
only has the third, but I'm not sure. Oh, gonna go out and mirror and flute probably. Alright, Pie's gonna be getting those boots shortly.
Maybe a ped check?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the worst thing.
Could be a big key on there.
At least we're not going to see the big key of Evil's Bane. Or boing.
No, can't be the fire rod. Could be the ice rod. Alright, Pie can go fast now. I don't think we're going to be needing a nice palace map.
Compass.
Oh, right, compass. We already have the map.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure for maps it has to say that a tightly folded map rests here. It can't actually tell you what it is.
Alright, we got a check here for Pie. Just a blue boomerang. Okay, that could have been a big one, because Slumberjack has that pretty orphaned.
The good boomerang.
So Pie's going to get his 16 bombs. We'll have a slightly faster Armos fight here. And then see if he wants to do the climb or not. Slumberjack's still putting off those dungeons. I wonder...
Oh, I
Or
mean, we're
hit it
both
to
batting
now.
roughly 60-40 and trying to accurately guess what Pie's going to do. But personally, I would do the climb just to get it over with.
Okay, so this is an Ice Palace play for Slumberjack. This is where Ice Palace was. A little short on magic here. It's gonna have just enough to do... I think has enough to do a icebreaker.
Hopefully, these berries will drop magic, or maybe we'll get lucky and the what are those things called?
The Pengators.
Yeah, that Pengators.
All right, Pi says no to
Hopefully they'll drop magic.
the climb, which I don't know if I would have done the climb there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, it's a good amount of items.
Yeah, I mean you get 4 up top plus another 5 in the well.
And you know, it's not like the GT climb never has anything that makes or breaks a Crosskeys match.
Right. Never.
I mean, that never happens.
So, yeah, Slumberjack is desperately trying to find some magic here. There it is.
Hey,
Okay, that's
there's enough for icebreaker. See, now, I typically will do icebreaker without the pause buffer, but with magic being this low, I'm absolutely pause buffering it.
I don't do it with pause buffer, but I can set up the block
Or
perfectly.
menu buffer is what
Yeah.
I meant. What he just did.
Big key to Mire. Okay, so that's
Alright.
a clearable Mire now. Oh, we're getting a sick
Normally
check
I
from Pi
don't.
here.
Okay, come on, sick kid.
No.
No disappointment.
Fuck. Of course. Why wouldn't Fire Rod be an Ice Palace?
All right. Ice Palace seems to be a good call.
Oh, Pi finds the big chest to Turtle Rock. Unfortunately, does not have the TR big key, though. That's not enough. That is not enough, unfortunately. If you bomb over, there's a small magic pot in the room to the right.
Well, he does have a spare key, so he can go and grab magic here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can go all the way around back to Freezor Room and bomb across.
I believe there's magic in this room somewhere.
Alright, so Pi's about to get his TR big key and probably swear under his breath because he's just there.
Well, he might be going right back.
I mean, it was kind of an awkward spot, which escapes me at this point, but it was definitely at an awkward spot. So there is a small magic container there, but that's not enough for 2 Fire Rod shots.
But it is maybe enough for one Bombos?
It might be.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Okay. Whew. Very worth it.
Totally worth it. All right, so we're leaving the big chest behind because don't really have a choice. But
I think that's
otherwise,
fine.
we've seen everything else.
Yeah. Gonna get our second crystal here.
Second crystal here. Myers now available to give us a third crystal.
Yep.
We're an ice rod away from TR, so we are definitely starting the approach to getting all the items we need.
Yeah, we're getting close. There's a potential very trolly big key out there somewhere. We'll have to see. We still don't know what our last crystal is, but at this point, I think you start mopping up your crystal dungeons just to get them out of the way. And luckily we have Fire Rod here,
shows up.
which makes this Cold Stare fight a lot easier than it was before you entered Ice Palace.
Yes.
All right, Mushroom check. Nothing.
Not so bad with just one of them.
You do have blue mail too, so it's not the worst.
Yeah, this is the kind of fight where I'm doing it with fighter sword spins, just because even with the hammer, hammer Cold Stare I'm so bad at.
Got to get him in the corner there and smash him.
That's one of the reasons I fear when I wind up with inverted, because this game loves to put Moon Pearl behind like 4-heart Cold Stare.
Yeah, I had to do in one of my main tournament matches, one of my inverted ones, there was a required, I want to say 5-heart Hammer Cold Stare. Maybe it was 6 hearts for Moon Pearl. All right, crystal number 2 on the board. And we do need another sword. I do keep forgetting that. If I say no,
we forget that because the odds are it's going to show up en route.
I mean, you'd think. They're all in Swamp, so we just got to get back up to...
That's true. Or they're in the back of Skull Woods.
Yep, Slumberjack making a beeline right for Meyer. I'm just gonna put this Hera crystal on Slumberjack's map. I don't know if they've actually checked the Light World map yet, but we know.
No harm in keeping our viewers up.
Oh, we got a magic bat check here from Pi. This is a new one. Bombs.
Nothing special. Thankfully, we do have silvers for this Vidi fight, so even going through with Fighter Sword,
otherwise irrelevant. This would be very painful.
Okay. And there's the last one.
Thanks, game. We still need to find Hera. We're running out of reasonable entrances for Hera to be at as well. Nobody's mirrored at the top of Bumper Cave yet, I don't think. And then
I don't think we've seen a mirror there, and I don't think either one has done the Hyrule Castle entrance checks.
Yes, they both have. The top of Hyrule Castle?
No, the actual Hyrule Castle when they found that and then opted to go through and clear it.
Those exits, yeah. I think you're right. So one of those could lead to TR Connector, potentially.
Yeah, I don't believe we've seen Hyrule Main or right.
Alright, Pi heading into Ice Palace here. So Pi's going to get the Fire Rod, which is good. Pi's not actually that far behind at this point. It's,
yeah, it's going to come down to where the keys show up.
Doesn't have the mirror shield, so that's rough, but otherwise... Also, luckily, Pi does not have the magic issues at the moment, so it doesn't need to spend time farming these, and we'll save a little bit of time not having to adjust routing down in the lower levels.
A little bit of makeup time there, yeah, for sure. Well, actually, based on the way Slumberjack routed, that could be up to about 45 seconds or a minute.
Yeah. Although Pi getting beat up in the Pangator room here. Alright, nothing else in Mire, but we will take a crystal.
Nothing but a crystal.
Pi about to get his Mire big. Pi has not been into Mire at all yet, so this Mire seems like a pretty obvious play after this.
I know when that key popped up, I certainly, before the text box, I was like, all right, watch. It's going to be vanilla. It's going to be vanilla. Nope, it's Mire.
Yeah, I have a couple of Pi's keys mismarked here, I think. Just catching up on what's on the trackers here with a few things.
Yeah, we're seeing some repeats right now, so
I missed
no harm in catching up.
Slumberjack. Okay, I think that's accurate at this point. Pi got a fire rod now too.
He's getting all mixed up on that ice floor, though.
You got boots. It's easy. Come on. What are you doing?
What do you think this is? Crowd control with ice fields?
I guess we must have checked that entrance already because Slumberjack did not go in there. So we'll see what's up next here. This is interesting. 'Cause I'm not sure what else is left. Magic Bat, okay, which we know is nothing. But other than this, what are our options? Pendant Swamp, GT Climb. We can do right side GT now too, that we have Fire Rod. So GT is actually looking more enticing.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think maybe Pi will decide to actually go back to GT.
I think
don't know.
Mire first. Pi's gonna do Mire first after this.
Well, yeah. I'm just wondering, what do you think we're gonna see first, GT or Swamp? Because we're gonna have to see one of them at some point.
That's a good question. I personally would do GT first.
Yeah. Especially because we're looking for enough stuff. Again, just personal experience, I don't think I would skip left side Swamp given what we're still looking for.
Right.
And in the time it takes you to do a full clear of Swamp, you can climb the tower.
And GT is now 14 items because we can do right side plus climb plus Cackwell. Although Slumberjack does not have the big key yet, so GT less. Oh, there's our TR connector.
There it is. We knew we were going to see that
All
soon.
Right. Will we find Hera here? Oh, we find Agate Tower.
Okay. You know what? That's fine, because at least you know it's not required, so
yep, we can
run
just
in,
get
these two chests, and mirror out.
Mitts. Okay. I mean, mitts aren't that useful in Crosskeys, but it does open up a couple extra entrances. And given we're still hunting for Tower of Hera, that might prove useful.
Okay, so
definitely not upset to see that. Oh, Hookshot Cave. This is something else we haven't found.
I think I would have gone back and checked the other. Well, did we see the Light World version of Right
Cave?
DR? Yeah,
no,
did we see that?
I don't think so. I think this is okay. I think you check these chests and then go back out first.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess it makes sense, because at this point, we're not looking for any more connectors. Oh, there's
right.
Eastern Big.
Eastern Big, all right.
It's another clearable dungeon.
It is. We don't know what it is yet. And a Master Sword. That was a good Hookshot Cave. I don't know about checking this connector, because there's a high chance that this locks you out with what's left. Okay, well, luckily we have the fire rod now, so...
That's very convenient.
That was... I think that was a bit of a scary connector check, though, because the only things left are bad options.
Yeah, because, well...
Pyramid Fairy,
could
GT...
could that have dumped you out anywhere that you couldn't get back to?
GT or Pyramid Fairy. Although
We saw
technically you can
GT.
get back... Well, Slumberjack has not, but... Pi has.
Well, that's true, yes. So we knew that wasn't going to happen, but they would not have known that.
Spike Cave, alright.
Well, it's still in the mountain. It just relocated. Somehow, got stuck in the light world.
Yeah. TR. Alright. Don't need that. So where is Hera? What do we have left? We have Mire entrance, which we can't check because we don't have Quake yet. We have TR entrance. We have Ice Palace. Kinda it, I think. We have Pyramid Fairy.
Definitely don't want it to be pure. I mean, well, Pyramid Fairy's not going to happen until we also find Desert Big.
Right.
So, well, looks like we're going to see Ice Palace right now.
Yeah, this makes sense. All right, back at Desert.
Back to
We
Desert.
also needed that, so that's good. Can't clear it yet, but good knowledge. All right, I think at this point you go up the mountain, you check TR entrance, and you just do Swamp.
Because at this point...
Or is this going to be an Eastern cleared? No.
Okay, so from a location perspective, we're only looking for Hera now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But our options are extremely limited at this point.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, we have hammer pegs as well as an option too.
We have Smith Chain, so let's do Smith Chain.
Yeah, I guess we could. Cave 45, I don't think anyone's checked either. So this is gonna be TR. This is where TR Big Chest was. So Slumberjack can grab this. It's also the front of we have the front of TR as well. We can do the fire locked side. I'm surprised it's been this long and Big Game hasn't been checked on Slumberjack's side.
Yeah, no reason to pick that up, not with 14 hearts.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna check K45 and pick up the Smith. Check Bonk Rocks. Or not Bonk Rocks, Hammer Pegs.
Just another chess game, except not a good one.
I'm sure these two are both dying for a map that's like, give me one of the two so I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Lumberjack has not checked the shovel yet. This was just money, I think.
And Lumberjack was, or not Lumberjack, Smith was Flute 8, right? Was
Yes, but
the Ice Rod Rock?
looks like opting not to go for it. We're gonna check
Ooh,
Bombo's
okay.
tablet here, but I don't think you're dashing back up for the Smith at this point. Which, if that's the case, I'm surprised they didn't check hammer pegs while they were going through Vu.
Unless they're just going to flute back to 3 and do it all over again.
I suppose. Alright. Well, so Pie's gonna mop up Vitress here, and then this will be interesting to see if Pie makes the GT play, because Pie does have the big key, so... Ooh, uh-oh. We have a... Slumberjack have a mismark on their
Maybe intended for Dark World.
tracker, maybe? No, back to 3. Okay, so maybe you were right. Alright, where does Pie go here? Also goes to 3. This is gonna be... What is this gonna be? Oh, this is gonna be a crystal
TR.
roller check, yeah.
Trying to think for a second. What's up here? And that's what's up here.
I don't know if this is the fastest way to do this. I don't remember where the laser eyes entrance was, but I feel like that's faster. To hit the fire locked side as well.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, that would definitely. Yeah, I think that would have made more sense to go that way.
Smith's got nothing. You can't bonk that one, Pie.
Just use a bomb.
Okay, so this should be hammer pegs and purple chest on Slumberjack's side.
I guess it does make sense to turn the Smith in first. This way the chest is waiting for you.
Yeah.
At this
Oh,
point,
careful.
I think it's going to have to be Swamp after this.
I think, yeah. I mean, if this is Hera, that would be nice, but it is not. So I think you go back up the mountain, you check TR entrance, and do Swamp. I don't remember where that big key was for GT that Pie picked up that Slumberjack has not, though. Because I feel like they've all checked the same things.
I felt like it was in Pod, but I know it wasn't. It's just my mind wants to tell me. My mind's trying to say it was in Pod. Well, to the VOD. I will check Pie's VOD and see where it was.
Alright, Smith Chain not paying off. So we are going to go clear Eastern here now, it looks like.
GT Big is in back of Escape.
Oh. Okay, well, Slumberjack's about to get that right now, then. So now maybe they make the GT play after this?
I still like that better than Swamp, just because of the fact that it's going to lead to the well.
Getting some new checks on Pie's side here from the fire-locked side of TR.
Yeah, we know he can't do the big chest, but we know that's well, he hasn't done it, so we know that's junk.
And this looks like a GT play on Slumberjack's side.
Okay. Yay, new info!
So we're looking for Ice Rod, and we're looking for maybe a big key, and then... Or maybe 2 big keys. At least 1, maybe 2. And then 1 entrance.
Okay,
Oh,
looks
maybe
like
not.
we're getting a pet check here.
Catfish? I don't think Slumberjack's done catfish. What is blood fog?
Eat, what a depressing looking ped.
Alright, so where does Pie go from here? Where were those mitts? Because I think...
Mitts were in Naga Tower.
Okay, Pie's gonna need to find those most likely, because I'm pretty sure at this point Hera's locked behind them.
Yeah, mitts were in Naga Tower, which you had to take the
TR connector.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, Pie finally doing some Skullwoods checks here. There was nothing of note in here, so... Giving back a little time.
Except for... Pie does have Skullwoods Big, which Slumber does not have.
That's true. That was from
So there
Mimic Cave, I
Could
believe.
be something there.
It looks like Slumberjack is actually going to do the Swamp play first. Or rather, TR entrance check and then Swamp if it's not Hera. Small key. Okay, that's a nice find before you find Hera.
That's one of the worst. That's one of the worst finds if you've already been through her.
Okay, making a liar of me and not going to mountain area. Nope, we are. Just decided to change our minds, I guess.
Okay, nothing special in that Skullwoods Big.
Nope, certainly not. What do... Oh, okay. Slumberjack has not checked the right side of desert yet. Which we know does not have anything. Alright, Pie's gonna find Hookshot Cave here, so this is good. Pie's gonna get a sword, and Pie's gonna get the Eastern Big. Alright, so much check getting the first bottle.
At this point, I bet he's just really hoping Sick Kid is not something important. We know he's not, but
Yeah. Okay,
we'll feel
so
pretty
now
bad
what
for a first bottle at 2 hours.
Where are we headed? Maybe this is the GT play now.
Please, won't somebody think of Ganon's Tower?
We all want to see it. What was in here? No, what are we... What's over here?
I think this was Mimic Cave, maybe?
Yes, I think you are correct. So this is not something that they're going to want to see. This is just another big key to put you on a wild goose chase, potentially.
That hopefully they don't follow.
Pi, what are you doing? You got mirror, buddy. Delete
Yeah,
those blocks.
delete. Definitely slower when you got mirror.
Okay, this has to be GT now.
Yes, it does in fact look like it's going to be GT. So we're going to get some new info in both Compass Room and possibly the climb.
Yeah, Slumberjack's also going to be a little annoyed that the Hope Room was not checked earlier, because that's going to give him a mushroom that's also a Wild Goose Chase.
Yep. I know what I would do personally is I would do, before the climb, I would do Tile Room, because there's no way you want to come back here.
Yeah, no, you do Tile Room, you do full right to get the big chest, and then you head back, you head up.
Shout out to Slumberjack for not having double heartbeat.
Alright, let's see if Pi does the swamp play here. I think this looks like a swamp play to me. Yes.
Yep.
All right. This is now we got something going here.
Yes. Which makes all the sense in the world, because, you know, there's 11 items here, including that green pendant.
Yep.
And Slumberjack didn't even make it to this second check here, so even something like this could be a really big deal.
Oh no,
It's not.
Oh, okay. It's just I was saying
It's
that could have
not.
been an Eastern map, which would have been real nice. Ice
Oh.
Palace big, gross. That was fire lock,
Okay, so-
by the
so
way.
let's-
So
no.
you had to go into Ice Palace to get the fire rod to get that Ice Palace big key.
Exactly. I was going to say, let's think about that logic for a moment.
Gross.
And that is a perfect example of why Crosskeys players especially say, screw the logic, I'm playing what I can do.
I have to assume that we're going to see a climb here. I don't think you'd come back at this point unless you were committed to doing the climb.
Yeah, it seems like an awfully big time investment to potentially have to come back again. Or
But what do I know?
clearly the same thing I do.
I don't know about that. I think you have to do it at that point. Oh, we got a map. We got a pod
Hey,
map.
we're gonna have our info.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that decision.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to be sure to ask about that afterwards.
But Slumberjack gonna head over here to Swamp as well. So we'll see. I mean, maybe it pays off. Maybe Pi does the climb and there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the chance of that. Not quite lined up for Diver Down. Now, with the exception of Mitts, we're pretty well back to being evened up, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, same amount of crystals, same equipment. Oh, there's the desert
Okay.
pig on left
Left side
side.
required.
Swamp's got the goods so far.
Which does mean Pi is going to have to get to Aga Tower to get those myths to get to the back of desert.
Right, that was yes, that was a nice palace entrance. So we could just be on an ice rod and a Hera hunt at this point if Eastern is the last crystal. Lumberjack running a little low on magic again here.
All right. So out of swamp so far, we got desert big and
our map.
nothing else.
We did get our map, which is
Sure.
very
Okay.
nice.
Yes. We did get our dungeon info.
We got another pod small, which
Okay.
could be nice. I mean, that's 5 pod smalls for Pi now, so you can get everything in pod once we find the big key, if we need to.
If we need to. Hopefully. Hopefully not.
Listen, we're gonna need to go to Helma. We're gonna need to go to Pendant Helma to get Quake, so we can open Mire to get into Hera.
No, we've already popped out of Mire.
Mire main entrance, did we?
Yes. Yeah. That was an early. That was our Mire access early.
Oh, that's disappointing.
So at this point, we know myths are required just because of where desert is. There's the possibility of because we still haven't seen whether or not Hera is at TR.
I mean, it's got to be either TR or Pyramid Fairy at this point. I think that's all that's left.
Yeah. And now the desert's beatable
Both of
since
which
we
require
found that
myths.
in the big key. Okay, so we got a map and a key, and maybe something good off Green Pendant.
Yeah, I mean, the map and the key are nice. Definitely happy to find both of those. Probably get a real quick map check from Pi here to see.
Come on, Pi, map check, map
Or
check.
not. Oh, we're just gonna do.
I guess
mean,
beat it while you're here.
we're right here. This makes sense.
Beat it while you're here. Eliminate the risk of possibly having to come back. We've already seen important items show up in Pendant Dungeons, so why not? I'm a little fast on that moth fight and canceling out a good bit of the hits. Little too fast and loose there.
Nothing but some cash money. Yeah, you can't mirror out of Darkfell Dungeons. Pi, check your map, please.
He's like, I know they're watching. I'm not
nice.
doing. Oh, hey, we're gonna see these connectors. I don't think it matters anymore unless one of them pops us out of TR or Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but we also haven't seen, like, right side of desert, so there are a couple other junk ones.
Like that
Like
one.
right side of desert.
I guess he's like, well, I'm here. Let's see where Green Pendant is.
Slumberjack not gonna do... Also not doing a map check, and deciding not to do Moth while you're here. Alright, Green Penguin has nothing.
We got a key and a map. We got a key that they need and a map that no one's using.
Use the map! Check your map! Oh my god, this drives me nuts. Slumberjack, if you checked your map and you knew Eastern was a crystal, you could have just done it while you were here.
Use the map, Pi.
Also, you have the Desert Big. Check the big chest.
Okay, so looking...
I'm dying here.
Did they sneak a map check that we missed? Because their trackers seem to indicate they know what they are.
Did they?
Their trackers are indicating Pods of Crystal and Eastern Dependent.
Maybe I missed it.
It's not impossible.
Alright, well, I mean, I'll go with what the trackers say. In which case, we are still on a big key hunt.
Alright, time to see if this is Hera.
Alright, Pi also going to GT here now, so we'll see if Pi does the climb. There it is.
So now we're strictly in key and item go mode.
Yep,
we have all our locations.
We need Ice Rod, and then we are good to go.
Yep.
We did not need that small key to Hyrule Castle. When did they... I gotta go back to the bot at some point. I don't remember either. I'm checking the map, but maybe it was just, like, blistering fast.
Yeah, could have been.
Pi's got to climb, right? I don't know how long it's going to take Pi to find that connector to Turtle Rock either, because that was the Brothers connector, but I don't remember where it was.
Trying to remember.
It has to be like a boots check, right?
I would think so, because I think everything else was pretty much checked by the time that the boots showed up.
Air basement coming up empty, as usual.
It's only empty when you check it.
Oh, maybe we'll see the new Harapot setup? Nope.
Maybe. Nope, that's the old setup.
Philly pot. I gotta try out that new one.
Setups.
Because apparently it is quote-unquote free.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try it yet either. All this stuff gets discovered while I'm actually away from home on a business trip.
Hey, there's a nice rod.
There we go.
Alright, we're just looking for that big key.
And it is the last big key. As soon as we see a giant yellow key held over Zelda's head. Or Hat Kid's head.
So maybe they both knew something. Maybe they both knew the climb. Oh, Paul Pie's doing the tower climb. Never mind. I feel like this is, I feel like Pie's fallen a decent bit behind here, because Slumberjack's not going to have a whole lot left other than the climb soon, so even if the Pod Big is up here, they're going to get funneled here soon, and a Tempered Sword on Moldorm.
Alright, so at least it's guaranteed to be a Tempered Ganon fight.
Tempered Silver's easy mode.
But again, this is Crosskeys. They're probably going to have Buttersword.
Possibly. We have checked quite a lot here. So I guess we go knock out TR. Get that crystal. And desert.
Yeah, I think I would probably I would hold off on new checks and just go clean everything up and hope you find it on the way.
I hope the Pod Big's not in that desert big chest.
There's a few things that could still happen, like, you know, I mean, if it shows up on the climb and then Pi immediately finds the Brothers connector, you know, it's definitely the possibility of a catch-up. But yeah, I think as of right now, there's definitely a widening gap.
Yeah, I mean, if Pi finds the Pod Big key up here, you're gonna go clear Pod first. And that's gonna be wasted checks because we know that nothing he's looking for is in there at this point.
Well, at least you can't ask me to play this seed because I've seen too much.
Well, it'll be like a spoiler seed, right? You see how fast you can route spoiler Crosskeys.
That would also assume I even have the memory to remember where half of this stuff was.
Alright, getting some GT checks here in just a second.
Come on, GT climb. Be something useful.
That looks like a Pod Big key.
Yep. Okay.
I don't think that's good for Pi, but we'll see.
I don't think it's enough to make a difference. But the more checks that Slumberjack does before going back to GT does give Pi opportunities to potentially catch up.
Yeah. Thing is, Pi is going to be doing Moldorm 2 here, Aga 2, checking the well. Slumberjack will not do any of those checks.
Yeah.
Oh, Moldorm.
And he's going to be fighting him twice.
Alright, so we'll have a pretty easy try next fight here. So yeah, Pi needs to... I wish I remembered where that Brothers Connector was, but Pi needs to get there immediately. And then also immediately check the right Mitz checks, not do Smith Chain.
Yeah.
Go back up the mountain to check TR entrance. Like, that's a tall order. Yeah, I don't even really know what Slumberjack has left to check at this point, other than the climb. I mean, there's a couple random one-offs.
Okay, Brothers Connector was Hammer House in VOO.
Oh, okay, that's a little easier to get to. I don't know what's gonna pull Pi back there at this point, other than not having anything else to check.
Oh no, she heard me mention her name earlier and she showed up. How goes the car repairs, Rain? Got your radiator vac installed yet? Alright, small key to Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's even going to be in the well here.
Bunch of small keys.
Yeah, I mean, nothing useful at this point. Okay, I mean, that's a little
another
useful.
sword. Alright, so Pie's gonna have butter.
Alright, let's see what Pie has left here. Let's see where Slumberjack goes. The second Slumberjack flutes to 4, I think this is probably it. Alright, that's probably it. Oh, wait. No, okay.
Okay. I was gonna say, where else could he be going?
I thought we were changing our mind, but no, this, yeah. This is a GT climb, and that'll probably do it. Pie going in pod here, as you would expect. Okay, maybe this is not... Maybe this is something else. This is something else. No, it's not. Okay.
I think he's just messing with us.
We got faked out.
It's like, I'm just gonna pause here for a split second, and then I'm gonna make them say something on comms.
I feel like that's happened multiple times. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely a GT climb. So Slumberjack's gonna be in go mode in, I don't know, 4.5 minutes or so.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say anywhere between 4 and 6, depending on whether or not the gauntlet's friendly.
Probably gonna be spending a bunch of time checking checks that don't matter, so... Nothing new and exciting happening here, so, you will use this time to say, hey, go follow the runners. And also my co-com. Their Twitch channels are in chat. Check them out.
And don't forget to follow our host for the evening, Gilgamesh.
Nothing exciting happens on this channel.
Super close to earning the privilege to give Twitch half of his money.
I think we're there as soon as, like I said, as soon as the back end catches up. Then I can get emotes.
Hey, this is a good time to do it too, because September's coming.
Yeah, I gotta get some, maybe get some emote recs from people who have used emote artists in the past.
Well, if you like mine, I've got a hell of an artist.
I will take a look. Yeah, this is, I mean, this is mostly just a case of Crosskeys being Crosskeys, right? He didn't...
Yeah.
Pi happened to not check something in the right order, and that unfortunately is going to do it. I'm surprised Pi didn't check... Pi must have checked the hammer peg house, because he had hammer going through Vu the first time, so he must have just not chosen to go through the connector and maybe just kind of forgot about it or decided it wasn't worth checking at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely, let me see. You know what? Okay. So he does know about the connector because the way his stream is set up, he's got all 3 panels of Codeman's tracker visible. So he does have Quarreling Brothers marked off as existing in VOO. So he knows about it, but he hasn't
decided not to go through it.
Yeah.
And Slumberjack is in go mode.
There we are. There's the save and quit.
It's got to do a quick pod rush to the boss.
So we're looking at what? Maybe about a 229, depending on Helma?
Probably about a 230, yeah. very convenient that Pod is also right here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, with Pod being so early, we should have known it was going to be a deciding factor in one way or another.
Alright, so Pi picks up his Pod Crystal. We'll see where to next. Pi going into Eastern. This is an interesting choice. I mean, I guess it's fair.
Seems...
I don't know what else. I'm trying to think of what else he has available. I mean, he's got to know he's looking for mitts at this point.
He's looking for mitts. He's got only the one connector left, Quarreling Brothers.
Right, and he knows he needs, yeah, because he knows he needs to find Hera. I feel like he should have checked the Quarreling Brothers connector, because, like, you know that's 2 entrances there. Or 4 entrances, or I guess 3 in this case, because he knows what Upper Spiral is,
Yeah.
but... and he still needs 2, like, he needs Backup Desert and Tower of Hera.
Yeah, unfortunately at this point it is pretty much gonna be over for Pi. He's just there's not enough time to make that up.
One arrow right to the jewel.
Yeah, I'd say we're looking at about a 229 roughly, depending on Phase 3 Ganon.
Should be a pretty easy one.
Half magic cape, abuse it, and get it over with.
Yep, very easy.
I guess we'll have to ask the runners if at any point, since we're approaching 2.5 hours, if they've had the race room up just waiting for that flicker out of the corner of their eye.
I usually leave it up until I'm in go mode, and then once I'm in go mode, I'll close it and finish it out.
I'm a little superstitious like that. I actually I don't close it at all, or I don't look at it at all.
Mm-hmm. I like to know if I'm not in go mode and my opponent finishes, like I don't want to make them sit there forever to wait for me to finish, and I'll just forfeit. But if I'm in go mode, I'll finish it out.
Yeah, if on one of the times if I'm restreamed, I'll look as I'm like approaching GT or something. But on Slumberjack's side, we do see just past 228. That was our 4th silver. Everyone, get your GGs in chat for Slumberjack.
GGs. An official time of 2:28:22. Slumberjack is the winner of this match. I have a thing here. Hold on. Bam! There it is. Who's this close? Sorry. Alright, Pi about to find his miss here.
Well, at least he did remember the connector.
I guess we can switch back over to Pi as we sit down. Looks like we got a forfeit from Pi.
Okay.
I don't have a forfeit pop up, so let's see if we can get the racers. I know Pi's here. There's Pi.
No.
No?
I don't want to talk about it.
What?
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, listen, you don't have to talk if you don't want.
We won't make you talk. We'll just make a bunch of
Erasers.
snarky comments.
I know Pi's here. There's Pi.
I just can't believe put this connector off
No.
that long.
What?
And we are joined by Slumberjack as well.
I mean, listen, you don't have to talk if you don't want.
GG's, man.
We won't make you talk.
I played that one really weird.
We'll just make a
So did I.
snarky comment.
Mute Pi's audio there so I don't get echo. But yeah, GG's.
Thank
Yep.
you. GG's.
So how'd y'all feel about that one?
Good
If
until I left my brother's
he-
connector.
Oh, what connector did you miss?
I didn't miss it. I just didn't do brother's connector. That led to the mids.
Oh,
I just did
Yeah.
everything else on the world besides that.
Yep.
yeah, that would do it. Because yeah, I got to a point where, like, I kept making like tiny baby mistakes. Like, I had the mitts, and the only thing left on my map that Tower of Hera could possibly be was on the top of Dark Death Mountain, and then I jumped down to Swamp Palace instead. And I was like, oh, well now I got to do the
I was
mountain
surprised
climb.
that I figured you were gonna go, oh, let's check the Turtle Rock entrance first, and then do Swamp, and then yeah, you just like, whoops.
I had fully intended on doing that, and then it just slipped my mind like while I was up there because I was like, man, I've been putting off Swamp Palace for a real long time, and it was good I did it eventually anyway. But
Yeah, we were wondering because it was basically at that point in the race, it was coming down to like, well, do we do the GT climb or do you do Swamp Palace? Turns out you had to do both. I'm surprised that so Pi, you went back to GT and did right side and the climb at the same time. Lumberjack, you decided not to do the climb. Any particular reason you avoided that when you were back there doing right side?
what did I found a big key on the right side, didn't I?
Eastern Palace. No, Eastern Palace was on the
Yeah,
climb.
No,
but I
that was
didn't-
Ice Palace. Ice Palace was in
Ice
Compass
Palace.
Room.
Yeah, but I didn't chase that. I think it was because the connector right next to GT would put me up. That's what it was. Is I was planning on trying to get Tower of Hera and then do Swamp Palace. I figured Swamp Palace had 10 more checks in it versus
Right.
the climb which had 5. So
Well-
I figured finish
Well,
the
it
basement
had
of GT.
extra 5 because it had well at the
Yeah,
end
the
of it.
Cack Whale was on the cannon and drop down.
Oh, true. Yeah, but I didn't want to do the climb.
Okay, I mean, hey, that's totally fair. I get that.
But it was literally just the connector being right next to GT that puts you back on top of Dark Death Mountain, which would have given me Hera had I remembered it, and then Swamp Palace. And then I kind of wafered on Skull Woods once I got that Desert Palace big key. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. That was...
Yeah, it just kind of came down to Pi, you not checking that one connector because he was so Slumberjack was kind of ahead for a good bit there and got the mirror earlier than you and the hook shot and
Yeah, I ran
followed
my
that
opening.
chain.
like garbage.
Yeah, but and then it kind of caught up and you both went and did Thieves Town, you both went to Dice Palace, you both went and did Vire, and then it evened up there until those mitts were found, and mitts kind of led to the rest of everything you needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the first thing I found after I got the mitts? Because I know it started as chain reaction, because then I started just blazing through dungeons at one point.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think. What did you do after mitts? Well, you did
I
a bunch
believe
of
it was
mitts
the back
checks.
of Desert.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
got
gave
back
us
of
Desert Palace North. Yep.
You did like Smith Chain, which kind of led to nothing. And then after that, I mean, at the point you got the mitts, there wasn't a whole lot left, right? It was
Tower of Hera was the other one. So
Yeah.
Desert Palace North and Tower of Hera was locked. Both were locked behind the mitts. Yep,
Right.
that makes sense.
And then Tower of Hera had the ice rod, and then yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Where was the ice rod? Was it in desert?
Big chest of Tower of Hera.
Oh.
So you would have gotten it
shucking on you.
eventually. Like once you got the mitts, you would have found the rest of your stuff pretty quickly after that.
Well, I mean, I only had Smith chain, hammer pegs, and turtle rock to do.
Yeah. Also, when did you guys check the map after finishing Swamp Palace? Because me and Poole didn't catch that, but you had info on, because the pod map was in there, and I was waiting for a map check, and then I never saw it.
I knew well before I did Swamp Palace. I just did when I found out that Eastern was my final pendant. I was like, okay, cool, everything was just falling into place. And then
when did you find out that Eastern was the final pendant? Did you have an Eastern map earlier?
Yeah, there was an early Eastern map, and that was the same for me. Once I got the Eastern map, I knew everything except that I had to talk to the bomb vendor to figure out what the other red crystal was.
That's what I had to do
5-6. Yep.
I missed that Eastern map, I guess. That's why, because we were like, is
I
Eastern or pod the last crystal? We don't know. I guess we did know.
That's fine. I kept the mystery going.
Yeah, it was more exciting that way. Yeah, I don't know,
you probably figured out that we knew Eastern Palace knowledge when I was running around with the big key for 30 minutes not doing Eastern Palace.
Well, I thought you didn't do it because you weren't sure, and you were like, I'll wait till you find a map.
Oh, true.
But then when nobody checked the map after Swamp Palace, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, and that's when I peeked at both of your streams, and I'm like, wait, their trackers seem to indicate they know the map info. So then Gilgamesh on his copy of the tracker's like, well, let's just follow it, see what happens.
We got a very professional job going on over here. But yeah, I mean, other than the unfortunate mitts connect spot, it was pretty close. You guys were going back and forth for most of the race.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Was a fun one to watch.
This is funny enough, the least messiest seed I've run in the past like 3 or 4 races. So
that sounds about right for Crosskeys. Yeah.
Oh, I can send you one for my week 5 matchup.
Nope. Don't do it.
Please do not. Please do not. I mean,
I can send you mine.
matchup was also
like play that seed, don't you, Pi?
Dude, that seed was great.
As I say, if you want a nice one, I can send you mine from this past week, which was like a 145 or something like that. Nice breezy.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Evil.
Well, GG's again. Thank you for the restream. And
thanks for allowing us to do the restream.
Yeah, and see you all when I see you. Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, later.
Remember, everyone, follow the runners.
Yes,
follow the comms.
Definitely follow the runners. All
right, I think that's going to do it here. Unless, Poole, you have anything you wanted to shout out?
Nothing off the top of my head. Just thanks everyone for hanging out. Clearly I wasn't so awful at comms that I scared people away, and that's always good.
But yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks, Poole, for calming. I have I'm trying to think what I have coming up. I might try to snag, I don't know if Willard's gonna do it, but Rambler versus Coin Chaser on Sunday evening, I think, at 8 p.m. Eastern. I might try to snag that one if Willard's not gonna do it. And then I have my Crosskeys race on Monday night at 9? I forget. It's a Monday night at some point. So
it can be tough to remember.
Yeah, that's what I got coming up here. But yeah, that'll do it for me tonight. Thanks again, everyone, and I'll see you in a couple days.